Hey guys, welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm Dawn McIntyre, your host tonight. This is Sebastian Cosme, my co-host, and
What
this is
up?
45. Hey
Hey,
guys, how you doing?
good. How are you?
We are good. 1 second.
Oh no! Oh boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking loud spot!
All right. I am actually Dawn's co-host tonight on her episode. I do want to remind everyone before we start this interview, if you like it, and even if you don't like it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our podcast on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever the fuck you get your podcast. We're fucking there. All right. So we got the big five. They are from Massachusetts, right?
No, nowhere near. St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. The 45.
Your Facebook page be lying on you.
The
Oh, you probably got the wrong
on. Maybe there's another band called the 45.
Well, we've had it for what, 13, 14 years, so we've got precedent.
So fuck those guys then.
Yeah.
Yeah, two bands called the 45. So you guys are from St. Louis, Missouri, but you do have the song Disaster. That is yours.
That
correct?
is us.
That is
Okay.
They don't have that.
Thank God. And you guys are a band.
No, the drums are back there just for shits and giggles.
So you guys for
Yeah,
13 years, huh?
decorative.
14 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Tell us how you guys started.
Brandon
Well,
goes back.
I'm probably one of the only. Well, I am the only original member, and
Okay.
We're
gone through guys. Current lineup here. Bane's been in the band for forever.
10 years.
Yeah, Jared's been 5 or so, and then so yeah, we just keep going, and I just keep adding members. People get old and families and whatever, and I've known these guys through other bands and stuff, and it's just we hook up and we play good rock and roll, so it's fun.
That's great.
it's
What
fun
kind of-
because when you come into a band 5 to 6 years, I'm like the younger one in it, but I've been in it for 5, 6 years. But you have you already walk in to a book of material. It's great. So, then the new songs and the bands change. It definitely changes, from a sonic standpoint for sure. And we all have our but it's all remained around rock and roll. And we're actually friends with the people that we actually replaced, which is funny.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
St.
yeah,
Louis it's a big small town, and it's a very close knit music scene. So the same people that you go and have a barbecue with, you'll go and play bands with over time, and people come and go or shift styles, or they'll do side projects, and that becomes more important, or they'll have kids, or get divorced or whatever. Things just move around, and the bands kind of flux back and forth. But this current incarnation has been pretty stable for the last few years. We made it through COVID in one piece, so that was good too.
Right. That was
we got to write more.
right. And it was so hard on everyone. So, yeah, that's a huge milestone there. So, Jared, you reached out to me.
Yeah.
How did you find us?
Oh, I found you through some mutual friends of ours, Etched in Embers.
Oh, that's great. So,
Those
Russ,
guys are awesome. They're based in the Ozarks, which is about 2 hours from here. So we ran across those guys through just standard channel bands.
that is wonderful.
They're awesome, and they're doing really well. They got a new song dropping too pretty soon.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. They're supposed to come on the show.
Good. You
Oops,
should
I let
know.
the cat out of the bag.
Good. You can't. That's a solid band.
Right. So we have Jared, we have Baines, and we have Brandon. Correct.
And I
There we
found their actual Spotify page, which doesn't have a bio on it. So I should have said where you guys from, but I was all fucking like thinking I was badass knowing where you guys are from. And, I wasn't. I wasn't. Damn it.
So you have some imposters on Facebook. There is literally another D45 on Facebook. And
We're not gonna talk about
Spotify.
them anymore. We're gonna quit acknowledging them because they're not on this show. We're gonna quit acknowledging them. Look, I do.
It's a race to the finish line. It's like, okay.
Right, there you go.
So the 45 from St. Louis, Missouri. There's not another St. Louis. It is Missouri, correct?
Mhm.
All right, just in case. How many do you guys have? Are you guys doing? You guys have to have some studio albums out, right? Being a band, I mean, I know the whole band hasn't been together that long, but with all the current members,
Yeah.
but the band as a whole, how many studio albums are there?
We have 5 EPs. I think we do.
Okay.
Do EPs,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we did 2 EPs through different lineups, and now we're releasing singles.
Right.
We just released Disaster not too long ago.
Mhm.
Next
The
one
new
is
one's
coming in a month and a half or so, 2 months. And then we have another one that's recorded and ready. We just got to shoot a video for it. And then that will
Okay.
come out summertime.
And we got
Right.
probably 15 songs that we're ready to record again because we've
Yeah,
been really busy through COVID. But
Mhm.
it's kind of hard to find studio time, and everything was getting backed up for a while. So
Mhm.
we're kind of perfectionists when it comes to getting all those little extra pieces and parts in the songs and really producing them well. So it always takes us a little longer than we anticipate, but and especially for the video element, because we're old guys and we don't know how to work that stuff. So we hire people to help us through it, and you got to work around their schedules and everything. So it's the further you're along, and we get a little more professional as we go, and with COVID, it really made it hard to schedule things, but we've
bands are back touring and doing stuff, which is awesome. What
Mhm.
kind of style? I hate that I do this, but it's just what I do anyways. I listen
gonna
to
do
a
it.
song, and I'm like, what kind of style is this? And your guys, I really couldn't. It's hard rock, but it's also a little alternative-y.
Mhm.
Great melodies in there as well. It's just kind of just rock, right? Just rock,
It's
rock and
yeah.
roll.
There's a little bit of a difference. I would say Disaster is the first single for a reason. It's we make rock and roll songs, and there's a little different flavor of all types of rock and roll that everybody likes, and we don't like to pigeonhole ourselves into one side or the other. for
Sure.
Right.
Which is a total bullshit musician thing to say, but it is true. So it's with the next song that you'll come out, it's definitely a little bit more of a straightforward rock and roll tune. We try to tell people that you're going to hear a different song, but it's all on rock and roll. Emphasize on the roll, because the roll is the part that is the most important of the two. It gives you that little, makes everybody move by the end of the night type of thing.
Right.
Ooh, I've never heard that. I kind of like it though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the roll, man. That's the best part.
Is that common knowledge? Like, am I just stupid? Like, is that something
No,
everyone
it's
knows?
not common knowledge. He just dropped the truth bomb.
Yeah.
we're not sure where it came
I've been
from.
working on this for a while, but
That's awesome. Yeah, I like it. I do. I like it a lot. What's the song "Disaster" about?
So that has
A disaster.
It's our first EP was all allegories of mythical creatures, like horror movie creatures. And so the next EP, those 3 that we're working on, the Disaster, which you hear, and the other 2, those are like Mother Goose and Grimm's Fairy Tales, because I'm not very creative. So
That is creative, though.
It's Hansel and Gretel, basically. But there's a secondary message there, which a lot of people get themselves into kind of either a pain spiral or a pill spiral with having to deal with a lot of heavy stuff at home, and just knowing that you're stuck, but by the time you're stuck, it's too late to find a way out of it. It's just that purgatory swirl.
Yeah.
And the video that we put together was kind of based on that concept of just getting stuck in the maze of your own creation. And by the time you realize that you're in it, it's already too late.
Yeah.
I'm
There you go.
tearing, sorry. I was tearing.
But we're in that one, and then we've got a couple other ones that are on their way now, and they're kind of continuations of that. We're trying to do the videos to be back to back, which is hard because we have to go and find exactly what we were wearing, and you go and get the same haircut
Yeah.
again, and
Yeah.
recreate it all. Yeah.
and
Name it out.
We get all 4 seasons here, so
Yeah.
it's funny to film part of it in the spring, and then part of it in the summer, and then part of it in the winter, and we're you can see your breath. We're like, oh no, it's the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later in the day. Yeah. It's funny.
I don't think St. Louis is too far from Oklahoma City. That's where I live. I think it's the very similar weather patterns. I think
Sure.
in this area.
Yeah, it was 7 degrees yesterday in the morning, and today it was 70.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Yeah.
It's so freaking weird. Like it was like 80 degrees almost, and all of a sudden the next day it snowed, and I'm like, what? But I've been out here for 16 years, so and now, I don't ask most bands this question, but I am curious where the 45 comes from. Is that like a highway or something? Or
So it depends. We asked Brandon. This is funny you brought this up because we were having the same conversation about and it was funny because we've got a couple different stories, and now neither of us really knows.
When I
Brandon,
joined the band, that name, and the guitar player, he said essentially it's catchy, it's easy. 45 the record, 45 the gun, 45 Colt 45 the beer.
there you go.
45.
It just goes with rock and roll. So he's like, it's perfect. And it's catchy. It's it's easy. It's simple. It's memorable. So
the story I got was, this is after they've started to play, right? And the story I got was that when they were just beginning the first, a couple years, they were good for about 45 people at the door. And the club started referring to them, oh, well, they're going to bring those 45. That's 45. And we can get those 45 here, and then that'll be it.
I would have completely made up a story. I would have been like, man, I was at the store and some guy got shot. And as he was falling, as he was dying, I held him in my hands for exactly 45 seconds before he died.
Yeah.
Art, we
He's so stupid.
And then that
Did that really happen? That sounds good.
That's intense.
See? Next time you guys are on a podcast, say that story.
Okay.
Well, we were told it came from this made up story that's real now.
There you go. Doesn't matter. It's all about having fun.
So, what is the name of your album? Do you have a name for your album yet? Or an EP. I'm sorry, your EP.
This one I thought was going to be Silver Tongues and Golden Guns, but I think we changed it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think we have an EP name of it yet. Because we're releasing them as singles. So,
Right.
we're going to release the first 3 just as individual singles. They can all stand alone if they really wanted to, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
But,
Absolutely.
from there, then we'll wash, rinse, and repeat, right? So then, if we're going to make an album, we'll just compile it. Maybe if we re-record these other 3, or maybe we don't, we'll just release them all, as far as that goes. But right now it sucks. I mean, I'd love to make an album, but that's not the model that
Nowadays, who listens to a full album?
Yeah.
Who plays the record and listens to the whole thing? Not
You're
that I
right.
do, but nobody else does that I
Right.
It doesn't
nobody
work
else,
that way.
especially
anymore.
younger people. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, and you know what? I mean,
get their attention anyway, if you're lucky.
even when people had CDs, there was always like 1 or 2 good songs like
It's
on the
same
album,
thing.
and that's
the albums though are generational. You know what I mean?
That's
You make an
true.
album,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something.
But nowadays, a lot of bands just make 2 songs and then they recycle that.
Mm-hmm. They're selling.
Right.
Trying to
ringtones.
make that song again.
They're not making. Yeah, they're not making
And-
an album. They're going to make a ringtone. You have
Yeah.
to release it in that
That's
way.
true.
And you have your cookie cutter way to do your song, and that's it. And
Mm-hmm.
they just keep pumping that out. And then on a whole record, listen to 10 songs that sound the same. It's like, all right.
There's some bands, and I already said this, but that St. Louis being kind of the small town, when we go out to support other bands, there's groups that have been around for 15 years and they play the same 10 songs every time you see them. So it's like a nice warm blanket, but they'll get that material and they craft it, and then there's not much left to come from that. We've seen this kind of backwater resurgence of a lot of like really rootsy stuff, some really cool, like more raw rock and roll, going back to that 60s and 70s.
Mhm.
I like some of the 80s and 90s stuff. You're a big fan of like the Pumpkins and that kind of stuff. So we try to compile those things together. And it's so hard. If we were to put an album together, it would just be so schizophrenic that like you couldn't call it an album because every song is just a little bit different than the other one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got some really AC/DC ones. We're working on one right now that's got kind of a Zeppelin flavor to it. And, we just pull from whatever well we like and we'll start pushing buttons on pedals, and then it takes it in a whole different direction. But, we're almost like our own variety band, which is good and bad. It makes it easy to, like when national acts come through, it's really easy to open because we can play, 10 of these songs or 10 of those songs. We've got probably 30 that we can do. But it's almost like a variety band. And we like being able to take it in different directions because that gives a little something more for everybody.
Yeah, it allows you to be creative in different ways as well, and just, instead of just pigeonholing, like you said, pigeonholing yourself in one style, you can really have some creative output by just not sticking to one style. Let's play Disaster right now on the show. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Let's go.
Come on. I have no idea. What's wrong.
Yes, please.
Do really good.
So we here? Just fucking died. Just died.
Well, let's check it out.
That's not good.
I could call a ride. No, I can't. My phone's not working. What about yours?
No, mine's dead too.
I got nothing. Maybe she's got a phone.
Of course she has a phone. Everybody has a phone. Let's go talk to her.
A tragedy awaits. Well, don't you know that familiar souls have walked this path before? You give us both away. Don't tell me you're not afraid to turn me around. You turn me around again.
Okay, let me unmute the mic here. There we go. Oh my God.
You did?
Like, I did mute it, but I unmuted it. I unmuted it. Look, the end of that song is which one? Who's the singer? Which one's the singer? Who's the singer?
Guilty.
Okay, dude, when your voice gets really high and you're saying it's obvious. So, man, that is straight killer. Like you can tell you are seasoned musicians. That
That's
song
real
is
too.
fantastic. Like, I'm gonna download that on my Apple Music.
We don't auto tune. I don't allow it.
Well,
We don't allow it.
I won't have it. I won't.
We were saying the same thing when he was doing it in the studio. We're like,
do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Turn it up.
Well,
Okay, so
the first time we recorded, he goes, "Oh, he's going for it, isn't he?" And I hear the little, in my headphones. He's like, "Do that again, but better."
Yeah.
he went for it. He did it. So, quick question about the video.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. It looks like you had a Black Widow situation on your hands.
Like James was saying, it's Hansel and Gretel type of story. Right? She's the witch, draws us in, poisons us, we die, and then we're stuck in her maze of a house, whatever. And we don't know we're dead. So that's why we're like looking at ourselves and finding ourselves, and then where the performance section is.
It's the Sixth Sense thing. You don't know he's dead because everybody's walking around, and then you're walking around the MC Escher house. Stairs.
So who did the video for you? Who produced it?
That is our good friend CJ, the Sex Panther.
The Sex Panther. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So
he does a lot of like guerrilla footage and action footage for like a professional paintball.
He's a professional paintball player.
Yeah, so he does a lot of that footage, and so he's got like that sense of like the third dimension a lot more than your typical guy who just sits in front of the concert footage.
Uber talented individual, very good.
Well, all you guys are apparently.
Oh, thank you. You're a sweetheart.
No, I'm sincere. If I didn't like you, I would tell you. That's the thing about me. I'm rough around the edges.
Yeah, he's doing our next video. We're doing
the next
three of them with him.
So we came up with this whole concept with him about connecting them and making them into. So he was we got him on board for 3, and as many as he'll make for us after that.
We had kind of a snafu.
Right.
We had some footage that we shot at a venue here that was all of us around a table, and the shots from over the top of the table of our, us taking shots and pulling it back, and it's kind of like that Guy Ritchie loud, gunshot sounds of us taking the shots, and it's different hands that come in and out, and we get progressively drunker, and it spins around. It's a really cool thing.
This sounds fun.
It was like, do we sit there and drink for 3 hours, right?
Right.
Be idiots.
I'm a method actor. What could I say?
So we get shitty drunk in 3 hours or whatever it took us to do that. We had all the footage. He's got 3 or 4 different cameras going and dollies, whatever. And he informs us that that drive crashed and he sent it off to be recovered, but we lost that footage.
Oh.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Now
Again.
A good time, right?
It'll be
All right.
So
I'll go.
Depending on how bad.
What's
they
my
felt
motivation here, though? Guys. I mean, as an actor,
I showed my wife their music video for Disaster, and I was sitting on the couch. I was like, you gotta check this out. And she looked at it. She goes, that's a well-made video. She literally said that.
That's awesome. She obviously has excellent taste.
Yeah,
obviously.
I don't know. She married me, so. Maybe it's not so good.
Anastasia, you're awesome.
Do you guys have like I'm assuming you guys are independent, don't have a label.
No.
Have you guys ever toured? Do you plan on touring? Are you guys doing lots of shows?
Regional stuff.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a weird time we live in right now to be a musician. The question is, it's just like, do you can hit the road? And I do think, we'll just certainly play. We play, wherever we get a show opportunity, we're always interested in hearing that. But, the gas is kind of expensive right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
We could make 3 videos, and like, you know, as far as like the medium goes, I think, you know,
We're focusing online.
we're really looking at the online to build up, and then we're going to play select shows where we want and try to build up the. We're going to do the reverse way. It's the reverse madness. We've never done anything like this. We're used to that. We're used to the concept that you're supposed to get in the van and go out there and all that. But
Right.
I read an interview with Billy Corgan, and Billy Corgan, of all people, it's like, you know, amazing. Yeah, it's just like, what would you do? They asked him. It's like, if you were just starting a band and you were 20 years old, what's the best advice you can give that person? And he said, content, video, online. He's like, that's where it sucks. The best part about being a musician is the show.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, the show doesn't pay like the online does. It's just it's the nature of the beast and the time that we live in now, you know, and it's like, it's why, you know, it's crazy.
Do you guys have merch?
Oh yeah. Merch game is always, you got to get, otherwise we go, what are we doing?
Well, and being the 45, we kind of lean into the World War II motif. So we've got a lot of really cool like propaganda posters and things that we do for T-shirts. We sell a lot of merch. Like it's pretty surprising. When we open a show and we've got, you know, new stuff, we'll let people know. And we usually try to order more than we think we'll need, and then we always need more than we think.
And we're making so it's like with these 3 singles that we'll be releasing, obviously the whole goal behind it is a promo package behind each song, right? So Disaster has the video, it has a song, so the artwork that you'll see on online, wherever you can get the single, you know, any of your favorite streaming channel, is like an old throwback, you know, 1940s motif. You know, it's got the soldier on it, the old school, that big tin can coffee cup type of thing. It's great. We love it. But so it has that shirt now with it, and it's got a whole promo package around each song. So it's like they're limited runs as far as all the merch goes, all the promo goes, and you'll have it for each song. So some people maybe they like that song better than the other one. Like we said, we're not trying to pigeonhole ourselves here. So you can buy your shirt, you can buy your song, you can buy your single, and just rock it.
Well, I really like the creativeness behind the theming of it. That's really cool to do that. That's very new to me. So that's unique.
Well, he's got a background in advertising, so he's good at that stuff.
There you go. Great job.
Can sell things. I can smile at people and sell things. That's all I'm doing.
Smile and wave. Give me the money.
Well,
so you know what? It never ceases to amaze me the bands that Dawn has on the show that she winds up scheduling herself. I mean, you know, literally, I'm downloading that song. I'll put it on my phone. It's a great song. I can't wait to go to the gym and play. I mean, I'm stuck on how creative it sounds. I mean, it's just a very unique sound. I mean, it's cool. And people say that, you know, there's a joke. You say that about every band. Yeah, I do.
You said that to all the girls.
But I think you guys are good, man. I think you guys are fucking badass, dude.
Definitely.
Yep. So do you guys have any kind of man? I don't know if you answered this maybe, but is there like any kind of management team at all around you, or just the 3 of you?
We are the executive and creative, and
we're quite particular. You know, it's like if we would have a manager, he would have to be, you know, someone that would be just like us. You know what I mean? It's like otherwise we'll just do it.
And it's
I will say this, and you guys probably know this.
I trust, so.
But even independent artists, you know, there's a lot of independent artists that are making it without labels. In fact, I think a lot of bands can make it on the run without labels.
Look at Dirty Honey. Dirty Honey had a #1 rock signal, and they weren't on anything.
No, but
and now all of a sudden they're everywhere. They're playing the NHL All-Star game. I mean, it's just goofy like that, but you can. It's possible. There's a roadmap. There's a blueprint now.
Maybe not having a label, but having a team around you, some sort of, not really necessarily manager, but having a good team really will help the band push forward, because you guys, honestly, that song right there has what it takes to be, one of the top songs in the country. I mean, it sounds great. It's very radio friendly. The music video is awesome. So maybe, I'm not, obviously don't listen to me. I'm not even in a band. I am in a band, not a real band, but maybe get a team to put together and see what you guys can really push yourselves out there. Cause I mean, I mean, just trust me, it's fucking good. Like it's really, really good. And I love the joke in the beginning where you said everyone has a phone or something, everyone has a cell phone or whatever it was. I like a little bit of comedy in there.
Yeah.
So, anyways, anything you guys want? We talked about. You guys have a website?
Oh yeah, we're it's 45 Rocks is the standard with regards to the YouTube channel. That's where you see all the video. Obviously, Facebook, socials, Twitter. We're on the Instagram,
TikTok
there as well. It's all the 45 Rocks.
His daughters are on TikTok. We're not allowed on TikTok.
Yeah.
We're too old for TikTok.
No,
what about Twitch?
Twitch. Yeah, that's a good one.
Twitch? No, we don't Twitch.
You need Twitch.
I don't do Twitch either.
My own company. I ain't got time for Twitch.
I've got to tell you, do Twitch because they bring in your subscriptions and everything else. Yeah. And do your link tree. Put all your links in one place.
That's out there.
Great.
That's what I sent to you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, we through DistroKid. It's our DistroKid.
Yeah. Nice.
You get it all. It's all out there. It's at the bottom. If you go to the YouTube channel, it's in the link. It's in the video of disaster.
So you bring up a good point though, because we're coming into this as a more traditional band that went out and did like your brick and mortar, rock shows. We opened up for bands and we're hoping, these guys will take us on tour with it. Well, when you're 25, you think that, right? Anymore, if you want to go on a tour, you buy your way on and you're paying your own way. You're paying your gas. You're paying everything. Your lodging. We got kids, so it's kind of your priorities shift a little bit. But we've been bootstrapped since day one. We don't spend money we don't have, and our investment in the band is what we make from the merch and what we're able to. Amps are expensive. Gas is expensive. If we're going to take a show, 3-4 hours away, fine. But if it's 5 or 6 shows on a mini tour or something, we got to make the numbers work for us in order for it to make sense. We could do the online thing for free. So that's the reason that the videos look good and the songs sound good is because we can put that money where it belongs.
I like that.
Well, again, Twitch, that's a great platform for it. You got to look into it.
She loves Twitch, man.
I
do.
Do what?
We've been working on some promotional people and to help us with the online stuff. And
cool. Yeah. Dawn loves the Twitch, man. She's all. I do. I like the Twitch.
I'm gonna have to go check this goddamn thing out. Apparently, the video game channel and all that.
Well, I mean, it's the money maker. It's a money maker. There's tons of new fans, new people. It's a whole different breed.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to roll my eyes. We can't sell anything on there. I don't think.
Yes, you did. You did mean to roll your eyes at me.
I was like, it looks like I rolled my eyes. That's all the time we got for the show tonight, though. I do want to thank you guys for coming on. Please stay on till after the outro song plays. I do have a couple questions for after it's done. I want to thank all of our listeners who listen to The Loud Spot. Dawn, thank you so much for getting these guys on the show. I know I kind of took over, even though it was your episode, but that's okay. That's okay. I do that. I talk a lot.
Jared, thank you for reaching out to me.
No, are you kidding? Thank you guys for having us.
Oh. And huge shout out to Etched in Embers for the referral. Thank you.
Yeah. There we go.
Now we got to get your asses on the show. Russ,
you guys, you also know a friend of mine, Dan Chandler is actually how I found you guys as well.
Dan? Oh, thank you, Dan.
He's a super cool dude.
Yeah.
Evans Blue, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
All right. Check us out on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. Thanks again. We got merchandise on our website. Check us out, www.theloudspot.net, patreon.com/theloudspot. If you want to donate $3 to us, we'd really appreciate it. That's all the time we got. Guys, please stay right there. Peace out. Rock on.
Much love.
There we go.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love. And.